welcome back to the channel. We are working on another big old HET. What are you doing?
She's getting it. I'm helping.
Mrs. C has her own channel that I never talk about. And this is some of the footage that you will not see on it. If you want to see a lot of talking, go see her channel. Anyway.
But if you want to feel good about yourself, watch my channel too.
If you want to see idiots work, watch our channel.
Thank you, Kevin.
So, Tucker and Kevin's been stripping in his truck you guys seen pull in here a few minutes ago. We're going to build another big old sign billboard truck, aren't we?
That is correct.
So somebody has to make a bed and then a box for it. So you guys watched in our last few videos, we did that HET truck here a while back. It's actually still sitting outside getting ready to go to Texas, but we're going to strip the winch and all this stuff. The guys already took the fifth wheel plate off and all that stuff. We're going to take the fire up the crane, take this all off. We got to unhook the drive shaft, the PTO exhaust and that kind of stuff. And we're going to get a few measurements, and I think Mr. Tucker and them's going to start working on the bed here in a day or two. Come on, Linda. The last one. Bottom of the knife. Base is loaded. What you doing? Did you do it? Hey, you did it. You did it. You did it. Is she ready?
Well, Linda, isn't there a lot of lines hooked to it as well?
I got them all, other than one after we get it outside.
You don't say.
Yeah, you know me. I got them all. I cut the drive shaft. I got my wrenches up here to take that loose once it gets outside.
And
it's raining. We can't work outside.
I melt.
Now what we're gonna do?
Sweet.
We gotta smoke cigarettes, Tucker?
We're gonna pit bikes.
We don't smoke. Did you hear the pit bike running over there a while ago?
That's what got motivated.
I know.
My battery out for this new.
Okay. Hey, you don't look like Tucker.
Boy, Tucker, you got a lot prettier.
You got tall and skinny.
Now people are gonna think Tucker's short and fat.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't want to say anything though.
Sorry, Tucker.
Anyway, Hunter's off school today. It is actually election day here. I know I just timed out my video, but me and Tucker voted this morning. You voted?
Yep.
All right. That's enough of that.
Enough of that crap.
We're gonna get the old crane fired up here, get hooked up. Oh, Hunter, you need to jump up here and take this line loose here. That's why we have you here today. Kevin will hold up that ladder for you. And you take that line off where it goes through that. Probably air coming out of there, then we'll get hooked up and pull this thing off. We gotta hook that airline back up. All right, got the winch set off there. All good. Tighten up the air compressor supply line that comes through the winch. We're about ready for a bed, ain't we? Yeah. Chop that fender off and we put the battery box cover back on it. Yeah, Randy give it a little washing back here, don't we? Alright, he's gonna take that back here, have Mr. Randy wash that. We'll probably take it up to the Hump shop here in a couple days after get that bed done and test fitted on there. So we're gonna get a big old mess of nuts and bolts cleaned up, ain't we? All right, we're back over here at the Helmsburg shop. Mr. Tucker's getting some stuff set up. Got some saw horses that come to the building. Got all of our steel laid out there. This is actually a saw I bought in California for $300. We're gonna try it out. We still got our Ellis sitting there, so we fired it up. And the saw was running backwards, so it's 3-phase. And I believe you can just switch 2 leads around and make it run the other way. So that's what Mr. Tucker's doing. Hopefully that fixes that. We did have this going in another video on Patreon, but Tucker and his helper's been super busy in this place. They got this CNC machine room looking awesome. Got this table all cleaned up. These machines all looking clean. We have been messing the machine some. We got this one working. We had to put a servo amplifier in it. We still got to work on the tool changer. It's not quite changing all the way. Had the lathe going and stuff, so still a lot to learn, but it's definitely looking a lot better in here. So kind of tight, but so are you ready to try, bub?
No.
So what we got going on here, we're kind of building just a simple flatbed because remember it's just going to be an advertising truck. We got 8-inch channel that going to get spaced up high enough to clear the tires and everything. So tubing, all that stuff. We got sheet steel. We're just going to build a simple bed. I'm trying to look for some steel here as I'm talking to you guys. Okay, yeah. Got 8-inch channel. We're going to do a 2x4 frame around the outside. Then we got some 4-inch channel cross members. Just going to run on 2-foot centers. Just simple deal there. We'll deck it with diamond plate. And then we're going to kind of build a top box the same as we did there in a few videos ago on the other one. So now we're going the right way. Isn't that amazing? 3-phase. I've been told that's the first time I had to do it. If you switch 2 legs around, it makes it run the other way. So kind of interesting fact. Hey, it cuts a lot better going the right way. Should be okay. All right, we've been hard at it. I forgot to pick up the camera. We've just been going. Got a 2 8-inch frame rails laid out. We actually leveled all those up this way and that way. Working on a 2x4 outer structure. It's just kind of tacked in place now. We've got it overhanging about 5/16. We're going to put a 3/16 plate on here and have a little recess for that bevel. But nice 45 mitered corners there, a little gap so we can fill that in. We're going to probably pull a tape measure here next. Make sure we're square. This corner's out a little bit, so hopefully we can kind of tweak it with some ratchet straps here in a second. So if you guys don't know, most of your big trucks, your frame rail width is 34 inches. So I set that actually about an 1/8 inch under. It's like 33 7/8, just because we've got some brackets. You guys remember we took that winch and stuff off the truck. We're going to utilize that so we can slide down past here and not have any issues. So this is probably going to be the back or front, it don't matter, but we'll bring a piece of metal that comes down, levels off here, angles back up. Then we're just going to put channel on 2-foot centers. Then I've got 3 6-foot wide sheets. We're going to deck it this way, so it should just be 2 seams in there. So I might be using our big shear press here after a bit. That'll be a little later, but we did get it working. So all right, you want to grab a tape measure and we'll pull a square and see. Still cold. Or just take this one and we'll measure the square.
Are you going from corner to corner?
Yeah. See what we got going on here. So depending on what corner I got, we'll call it 236 and 3/8 right there. And take the clamp off. You got 236 1/4 here, so we're about an 1/8 inch long there. I have to put a strap across here and kind of pull that, and that'll make that shorter. All right, we got everything perfectly squared. Did have to throw the strap on the other way, kind of get her squared up. We got it like perfect. We're exactly 96 inches wide. We're building this bed 18 foot by 8 foot wide, basically. So Tucker's gonna put some welds on things so things don't move. Not gonna completely weld it solid, but get inside these seams under here. I'm gonna start cutting off a 4-inch channel. We're gonna cut those at 91 7/8. That'll give us a little bit of wiggle room inside there. It actually measures 92. And we'll lay those out and get those in there.
This is with Jack. He had 4 foot extra of the C-channel laying on the floor, and he still cut it short.
It's perfect. You just got the shear on the end. It's a little, I'll show you. He's picky.
No, he had 4 foot extra, and he
Nobody's gonna
gave
know
me this.
because the welder man will fix my situation. That's right. High five.
I'm used to doing stuff like that, but whenever I'm fabricating something, you know, I kind of expect it to be perfect.
You know, you can just fire me and I'll go home.
Okay.
All right, we got all the cross members in there. Got them laid out. I got them spaced, so those sheets that we're gonna be putting on here in a little bit are 6 foot and a half inch wide. And our bed's only 18 foot, plus we need to stay back for the radiuses a little bit. So instead of cutting 3 sheets, we laid these out, so we're only gonna cut 1 sheet on the end. We're gonna cut like 1.5 inches off of it. So we got that figured out here. Kind of see we got that little gap, 3/16 gap to weld that seam. Makes it a lot easier on everybody. That way we ain't gotta trim 3 sheets. So we're gonna get stuff squared up. We'll probably set one here in the middle first, get it C-clamped up, because this is kind of drooped down here a little bit, and go from there. It's starting to look like a bed though. Don't take long once you get it square, does it?
No, it doesn't.
All right, Mr. Tucker's in there welding away. While he's doing that, I'm gonna make a couple plates for the front and back here. I'm gonna attempt to use the shear here. So this is 8-inch channel. I think I'm gonna cut this off about 7 7/8, try to shear that off. Then we'll throw a couple angles on there. What do you think, no plasma?
No plasma?
Do it with the shear?
Oh, you already got it set up.
I'm gonna slice her off. What do you think? I've only used this a couple times on little stuff. This is 3/16.
You already have it set on that?
Yeah, the side. So we'll turn this dude on. This has a back gauge in it. We got a nice sticker here too. I'm gonna set this back gauge at 7.875. Go to. It's gonna slide that in. Alright, got it pushed against the back gauge over against this side. We'll see what happens here. Did it cut it right? Hopefully I have a piece of 8-inch metal laying on the floor. Kind of hard to do one-handed. 7 7/8 on the money. Thing's calibrated good. All right, yeah, that was an 8 foot wide whack. I'm gonna do that one more time, and then we'll put a couple angles on there. All right, I have to say that was pretty nice and quick. Sheared those out. I actually did 2 of them at one time when I cut those angles, so it's gonna sit on the front of there. I got one for the back. But nice clean run over the flat rule real quick. But very impressed. So I believe this thing, it's 10 foot wide. I believe it's 175 ton. Supposedly it's supposed to bust a 3/8 thick sheet, 10 foot wide. 0.375 by 10 foot, so that seems crazy. That's roughly 10 millimeters for our overseas trim, so the normal stuff. Anyway, sucker's welding away. Got some good looking welds going on. It's got the centers welded up. We can probably take this cross strap off now and get those welded up. We'll get these tacked on and we'll be throwing a deck on this thing. All right, there's that piece we sheared off. We got it tacked in there. It's looking good. Shear made nice work of that. Got the rear one on. Tucker's finishing up. Just got to weld these corners up, get those ground off flat. I'm gonna go start dragging out some tread plate at the top of this, and we'll get this dude covered up. Fit. Their sheets aren't supposed to be
bears on it?
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a keeper.
Oh no, you're in the hole.
Yeah. What happened to our measurement?
I don't know.
Okay. I went off of that. You said 69 and 13/16, right? Or 7/8.
Well, the good thing is we can cheat them over in this fire. Nobody's ever gonna know.
I measured
It
it.
looks like we're off an inch, bub.
What was it, 70 then?
I don't know.
Where were you measuring?
This is what happens when you try to do everything at the end of the day.
I was measuring from right here.
Well, since you're in charge of cutting, or you're getting blamed for it.
He told me the measurement. I cut it with the measurement.
Well, since we've not welded any of those sheets, we can slide them all down and have a 1/2 inch on each side. It'll be just fine. Nobody will ever know except on YouTube. About 100,000 people. All right, it's the end of the day. We didn't start on this till what, about 10? 10 o'clock, we did some other stuff. It's almost 4 o'clock here, so in a matter of 6 hours, a little less, I guess 5.5 hours, we've built almost a complete flatbed. So
Might as well call us the Amish.
the Amish. A nice, simple job. Trying to get these sheets are not like perfectly square, but we're putting about a 3/16 gap. They might be a little bigger gap now.
Yeah.
But this is what we're shooting for here, so but we'll get her all in there, tacked up. Tucker's got quite a bit of welding. We'll weld all the seams solid and do a little bit of stitching underneath. So get that done. We'll bring the truck back over and test fit her up.
Sure.
See if we'll probably put a couple mud flat brackets on it. We're gonna use the boarding ladder on that truck. Got to tie in a couple other things, make sure that fits.
There's some stainless on the flaps.
Stainless mud flaps. All right, I think that's a job well done for 2/3 a day of work right here. That's all I get. All right, we'll probably be back with the truck here next day or two.
You know, that makes more sense now.
Do you want to go over and look at this? Explain to people why we're an inch off?
I was reading it upside down. It makes sense now.
So there's a measurement scale from that thing. It starts at 0 and works its way back. And I think Tucker thought it started here and went that way.
Nope, I was reading it upside down.
So I didn't screw up.
I still blame you.
Yeah, you were on the controls. We'll make it like nothing ever happened. All right, we got sheets all tacked on. I was just standing on top of her, holding it down with my feet. My brand new Brunt boots, breaking them in, right? So he tacked that. He's got some stitches underneath on the cross members. We set up the machine, hung it up off the crane there. Running the 045 dual shield from NSR, kind of getting that tested out. It's kind of got a wider crack here. Remember, somebody cut the sheets too short, right? All right, so got things going good. He's going to switch over to his 3M air. What do you call that helmet? The one that's got the air in it. Speed glass, yeah, the one that's got the filter on it. We're just doing a little test run before he gets all set up there. So I think he's going to run that all 045 dual shield, outsides, seams, nice and strong. On your regular welding. So we got the sheets slid back a little bit, so not quite as bad. But yeah, there's the wire running. It's upside down. FC71T from NS Arc. They've been supplying us with wire. I've been super happy with that stuff too, American made stuff. So guys are looking for any welding wire, I think they might send you a sample or something like that if you need it. But it is really good American made stuff. So all right, he's gonna get set up. He gets all done and bring you guys back in. Are we gonna flip this up on the side to stitch underneath more, or what you doing? Okay. Whatever you want to do. You just let me know. You gotta cut her tacks loose from our channels. And yeah, we'll bring that truck over here and get her set on there. All right, Mr. Randy got the truck washed off back here. It's actually Monday after. I guess Tucker's got the truck fired up. We're gonna take it up there. He's still got a little bit more welding to do on the seams. I helped him get the sheets tacked on there Friday. And I think he's got a little more welding on it. We got some tie downs we're gonna put in the bed. I'll show you all that stuff when we get up there. So. Made it up here. Didn't know if you guys know, but the rear axle on these actually steers probably about, I don't know, a 20% ratio. You see the front tires turned a lot sharper, but there's actually a steering shaft that goes all the way from the front to a steering box. Kind of cool. All right, we're gonna get back on it here. Well, we've been here for how long? You're not done anything? A couple hours. Grandpa showed up. I'm going to point this out because you guys are going to point it out. I told him I need a barn door to close off this here CNC room. And Grandpa had some old doors that he took out of his house and replaced them. And we took 3 30-inch wide doors, stacked them up. He cut these boards, made a framework, and we got us a little track up there. So now we got coverage on the CNC room. Tucker's even got half of a broken doorknob here filled in the hole. Matches the rest of the building. So yeah, there it is, leftover stuff. All right, back to work. So I believe this guy's wanting to put a statue in the bed, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna put some tie downs in there just in case he does decide to do that. I'm gonna cut a hole in here with the plasma cutter by hand so those drop in. Remember, we're going to be setting a piece of 6-inch angle iron here too, so I got to leave room for that. That's why they're kind of sitting inset. And it's also going to allow us a little easier to help flip this thing up in size. You got a little welding to do underneath, don't you?
Like where?
Some stitch welding or something.
Yeah.
So while he's welding, I'm going to cut these out, get these bolted in. And I guess we're going to flip it on the side weld a little bit, or we could fit it on the truck and you can weld that up later, can't you? We'll probably fit it on the truck next before we flip it over. So anyway, that's the plan. Alright, Mr. Tucker's been laying down some good welds. I got all these holes cut out for the tie downs. I actually drilled one out here already. Kind of got it set up. That's what we're going for there. Simple deal. I've got to run. Got his mag drill set up. He can drill the rest of those holes out. It seems to be the quickest, easiest way. Those things are awesome, by the way. If you guys are looking for a mag drill, it's a battery powered. The magnetics don't run off the battery, but super awesome machine. So he's running the 045 dual shield. Take a peek at it here. It looks good, Tucker.
It's kind of like burnt. I don't have it set up right. I think it's got too much wire, but
Yeah?
it's fine. It's good enough.
Looks good. It's kind of overkill for what you're doing, but... All right, you've got 32, you got 18, you got like 50, 60 foot of welding to do, so I've got to run back up to the other shop. I'll probably be back here tomorrow, and we'll get that bed set on. Alright, got the bed down. Tucker got all the edges all welded up. Looking good. He's sent back a truck in here. We got to make a couple cuts on some fenders. And then we'll try to set that bed on there. He's still got a little more welding to do to it, but... Alright, got that cut off so it doesn't hit the bed. We've got to mount a ladder, disconnect box, and an air thing there. So we're going to utilize the old winch mounts. We'll probably mark some holes in the beds. I'll use that hole. We're kind of missing one back here, so Mr. Tucker's cutting us the plate out. We're going to open these holes up to 3/4 so we can put a couple bolts in there with the mag drill here. And he's over there cutting some plates out in the plasma cutters. Alright, that makes quick work of some holes. I opened those up so I can get a 3/4 bolt in there. Drilled it out 13/16. Mr. Tucker's over here in plasma cutter land, getting a couple plates drawn up. And we'll bolt those on the truck first, and then we'll set the bed on. Getting there? Got her on sheet cam. Get her? Put her on here. Alright. We'll probably have to take those back off so we can paint those too. have done something right. Alright, straight in. Alright, got her all in there, fitting pretty good. We're leaving a little space there, so we're going to make a box that's going to be a little bit bigger. We want to be able to clear those handles. Got some lights up there and stuff, so we're looking at this slider here. That box is going to be sitting down here, so I have to trim off this side. I think we're just going to utilize this one hole here. Mount this battery disconnect here. Probably tack it to that fender or something, bolt it, and go with that. So we're going to mark all these holes. We're not going to use all those holes, that's way overkill, but I'm going to mark those, frame drill those out right there, so kind of see what we got going on. It's starting to look like something. What's that, a big stringer? Alright, we got the disconnect switch, a little air filter mounted up there. We got a last one. So this ladder is going to bolt. It's going to bolt up through it like that. That bed we built is going to come up over this. Hopefully clear that. So it's going to go. That still swings out. It's going to get the batteries. This is a disconnect. Should work here just fine. So I think that's about all we got to do. We got all the holes marked. I think ready to take the bed off and drill holes and finish welding it. Alright, been checking some measurements, how far up we can go. We can go up 97 inches from the top of the bed to get up to 13 foot 5 tall. So Randy's gonna go ahead and pick it up, back up, and then we'll pull the truck out and we'll do a few things to the bed. Go ahead and go up. Alright, now you can back up. Go down, Randy. Alright, doing a little cleanup real quick. We got the truck out. We're going to bring the bed up here and flip it over on its side. That's going to allow Tucker to do some welding underneath, and we'll have that channel laying flat. Me and Mr. Randy will buzz all those holes in there that we marked with the marker. So Go that way hard. Whoa. Whoa. Go down. All right, we got one bed all done, set back down the ground. It's ready for stage 2 of this project. But unfortunately, we're gonna leave you guys hanging. Probably include that in the next video. You guys have probably guessed what we're gonna do there. We got all this steel here. It's gonna go on top of that bed. So if you wanna make sure you don't miss out on that, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when a video pops out every Tuesday and Friday, you get a notification so you can watch that video. I also put some random ones out on Sundays sometimes too. So well, yeah, 8 by 16 or 8 by 18 bed is done. How do you feel about your first flatbed build? I see you smiling. It's pretty good. So we had probably about 16 hours labor, two guys one day. Mr. Randy already went back. He took her van. So you know what that means? You've got to drive me home in a big HET. Huh? You can do it, can't you? Well, guys, we appreciate you watching. We couldn't do this stuff without you. I know I always say that, but I truly do mean it. And hopefully everybody's having happy holidays here too. So I know this video is kind of coming out around Christmas time. All that good stuff. So anything else you got to add, Mr. Tucker? Are you ready to build a big old gorilla cage next? We got to go back and work on a dozer for a few days, do some line boring and stuff like that. So cool, fun stuff. When we get done with that, we're gonna come back here, get that all done. The guys are gonna start working on the truck, getting it painted and all that good stuff. So I think it looks good. I know you don't like giving me high fives, but you give me a fist bump.
There's all like grinding.
There's no grinding needed.
Yes, it is.
Pretty good. You know what'd be cool is to build one of these in a big like dozer hauler. Problem is, you can only haul something 8 foot tall, and that like cuts a lot of stuff off, because then you get 13.6 high. So I had a couple of people want to do that. It would be cool, make some ramps or a hydraulic tail. The problem is the top of that deck, you can only haul an 8 foot piece tall of equipment. So a lot of your smaller dozers and stuff are 8.6 tall. Some of the stuff's under 8 foot, but I don't know, something to think about. So guys, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully I make it back to the shop 2 miles with Mr. Tucker driving. You can do it. We'll see you guys next time. You're having problems there, Sonny.
I smashed my foot with that sawhorse.
It's only like a 10 foot tall jump up here.
I smashed my foot with that.
That's no good. We even got pizza. We're gonna start delivering pizza. How's the mirror? Does it need adjusted? Now you're on the tracks, bub. You could just stay over here, but it's too late now. Did you just get stuck on the tracks? Either get on them or get off of them, bud.
Hold on, I gotta figure it out. Let me drive forward a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Quit driving on cross ties.
I'm not. Hold on.
Turn to the right, get off of them, or go that way. Oh yeah.
I was waiting till the gravel.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting till the gravel came up.
Okay. So the Santa train's coming here in a few days. Are you gonna stop and see the Santa train? They'll back the train on this railroad spur right here and let all the kids jump on the Santa train. It's kind of cool. Cutter. These trucks turn pretty sharp because the rear axle turns. No train. Almost.
Why is it doing that?
Shifting gears. Pull over this way so you can look down that way.
This thing's not happening.
Pull on up. Oh, you can see plumb over the roof. All right. It's made to pull 210,000 pounds. It only goes 45 mile an hour too.
I know that. What's the downside?
That noise is the air throttle. All right, hopefully we make it back. We've hit every tree limb. Oh, look out, more trees. You act like your truck's big or something. Oh, that truck's getting off the road. Whoa.
I'm going to go around.
It's all faster she goes, bud. If people call up and they want to go faster in these trucks, then it's not a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
Tucker says it's not a good idea. Just, they go 45 mile an hour, maybe a click faster, but they're not designed to go any faster than that. People, they get squirrely, so you're driving a big old truck. But what do I know? We'll pull us around back kind of like it's going in the paint booth, but we'll stay off the concrete.
All the brakes are on.
Oh yeah, we got lots of brakes. There we went through the dash.
Brakes are with the mud.
Swing your way out there so you can get lined up straight for the paint booth. Back again, back again. Well, how was your first ever driving trip? Pretty good? Is it gonna be your new daily?
No.
It could be. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Our district will be there. Hey Bob, we're supposed to be working on this big truck. This does not look like a big truck. Can you make motor sounds, Kevin? Oh, it doesn't work. Battery's dead.
No, it's not dead. I just don't know how to connect it properly.
Well, that was an epic fail.
Plus to the minus, minus to the
So, right now, Tucker, you're costing me several $100s an hour because we're standing here watching you.
That's your fault.
But I'm
Oh, that's my fault.
You're standing here watching me.
Want me to call your mother?
I'm smiling.
You're standing
I'll call her on speakerphone.
Bridget.
Can I get you in trouble?
I can't get these. There's too many wires running into them.
She's not going to pick up.
What's up?
Your son's out here working on his pit bike and we can't go to work. We didn't know if you
Okay.
could come help us with it.
Oh yeah, sure can.
Okay, we're standing here watching him.
Okay, bye.
She wants to be on YouTube videos. Maybe we can bring our projects and work on them on company time.
Yeah. I love working on company time.
This is not how things work.
You're standing here watching.
We're trying to work on things that pay, and
Oh, you don't always work on things that pay.
we do Monday through Thursday. Today's Monday.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. Okay.
So can I
He's gonna get
He's
paid.
gonna get paid, yeah.
Yeah. That's
just make sure you dock his pay minus what me and Kevin's been staying here too?
That's on you.
So Kevin gets paid $100 an hour, so there goes 100.
Why? What do you need help with? I came out.
I'll give you some of the profit.
He told, what did he say to you, Kevin? What did he tell you just a few minutes ago? I said I was going to call your mother.
oh
What did he tell you?
oh that was self-inflicted.
What? Why am I
I
out
poked
here?
the bear and he told me to shut up.
Have we not talked about?
Get hit with flames.
Have we not talked about poking the bear? Have we not talked about it?
I got it on camera. It was him, not me.
Okay.
Tucker, this looks bad.
What? What do you mean looks bad?
This looks bad. You working on your own stuff.
Oh, I'd be working if you weren't sitting there with the camera. So.
Anyway, you wanted me to come help. Let's go. Let's work. You're wasting time. Let's
Okay.
go. What do you want to work on?